what I noticed is everywhere I'm speaking, it's beautiful. So it's the Experince Convention Center, it's the ICC in Cape Town, it's corporates that are beautiful buildings, some international places that look amazing. But anytime I attended a workshop, Kokasi, or any township, it was dirty. So my thinking was, but how are you going to impact the minds of these individuals if the environment looks like their homes? This person is walking from their home, which is most likely not paved, which is most likely has their tapete, which is the plastic tiles chipped, which is, you've got your clothes hanging on a wire, and then you're going to bring them to the same venue. You're not going to add a layer of value in shifting the mindset. Then I started to understand that the blockages are in the mind. So if I'm walking to the place that looks like home, then that place has got a very minimal, might have very minimal effect or impact on how I consume this information. But if this information looks totally different and adds a wow element and is impactful, then chances are that I'll walk in there and I'll be more open-minded to what these individuals will then teach and train me. And then we'll almost then use that to life, and that's how we get scammed. Oh, wow, he looks so handsome. He came in there wearing a suit and he posted a Ferrari. He had his Ferrari keys on the table and was talking, you could be like me. But I didn't take time to research him, and I immediately paid the 10,000 Rand a month to subscribe to his training, and then he scammed me. So we then are sold by the appearance, and the mind in and itself, because of the mind works that it works, it responds to your neurological notes. So it then became important for me to say, no, man, but because I do all these talks everywhere, and they look amazing, let's try and do something, that looks good. That looks good, that will bring all those people that give amazing information and bring them into spaces where they would ordinarily never come to, right? And give them an invite to come to those spaces and share information. And that was our key thing. Our key thing in starting T years ago was to do two things. Bring Kasi entrepreneurs from Metembisa only, only 20 of them or 40 of them at the time. That's all we wanted to do. Bring them into one space once a month to share information and to network. That's it. But, through the, it's insatiable hunger, as an entrepreneur, you're curious. We grew that. Then it was like, okay, cool, what's next? Then it was, then it was the other townships and all nine provinces, over 180 townships, 70,000 entrepreneurs. We funded over 440 of them, a couple of millions. So for me, it's that staying curious. Now it's our actual business. It's part of our business.
And it started off as more like
it started off as something I funded, because there were no sponsors, and at that point we're not thinking sponsors because you're doing it it's a passion project. So in between my work, I would bring some of the guys I was sharing stages with, and I would say, come to my township, come to my township and share what you know. Come to my township and share what you know. So we did that for a good number of years. And then in 2000...
It was not 7 years, was it?
No, it wasn't 7 years. It wasn't. In 2018 late, we pivoted into other townships. Then we went fully national in 2019. Then we've been going national since. Then we've added other layers, insights, research, development, quite a lot of things that we've built on the sides that are seen in the market but don't have our name on it because we are commissioned to build those things on behalf of financial institutions and stuff like that. Some have our names on it, like our flagship program, which is called the Kasi Business Workshop. That's our property that we own, that we might sell one day and retain control. But we build quite a number of things that are solely aimed at brands that are interested in township, that are interested in the entrepreneurial and youth markets and segments, and how do we access these markets and segments.
Sure. No.
So that's what I do now, and a lot of other things. But this is This is my main passion thing. Yeah.
No, congratulations on how far you've come, man. I think we are proud of the work that you're doing. I know this is going to be challenging to choose, but I want to hear one or two success stories of clients that touch you. Clients that you've worked with that have inspiring stories.
Clients. You mean
clients
that you helped?
Entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Sure.
One or two.
I guess I'll say the one that comes to mind.
And then we can open it up to the floor. Yeah.
So the first one is when we did something with Standard Bank, and the lady had ethnic dolls. She still has them.
A what?
Ethnic dolls, like because you know
dolls.
we don't look like
Chief,
Barbie and
just say
Ken.
black dolls.
Or black dolls, African dolls.
Ethnic dolls. Like,
Ah man.
okay, good.
So what had happened is, before she had participated in the program that we're working on, they had all of them stored in a garage, SOH.
The dolls.
The dolls. So there was two of them. She had a business partner, was a financial partner. She ran the business as, I guess, the sole control and operator. They manufactured them. They brought them in from China. They were starting to sell them. They lost, over 300,000 rand worth of stock because that house burned down with all of their stock.
Yeah.
She then participated in the program and she then went on to win. She won R1 million. This is in 2017 when we did that, So she's one of the amazing success stories. The second one is when we did something else with another bank, FNB, and this amazing lady had a beautiful business. So what she did is she loved planting veggies because she could not afford buying them at a retail store. So what she then did is she then started to get the neighbors, our society in Abanyabo Mama, to also go plant veggies. And she went and negotiated with the local supermarket and said, get rid of all these guys that supply you, we'll supply you. And then what she then did is that she built up a system using a plastic bag and wood, and which was a farming system. She named it her farming system, but it was just, checkers bags on 38 by 38 bendering wood that you can find from any hardware in the country. She resold that to them. She found a place. She registered some seed. She resold seeds to these women. They then grew and became a bigger network. And out of that network, they got 60. Over the years, they grew. They then became a network of thousands of women within an area in KZN. And then when they won the competition we had, they got a 67 million rand take-up deal.
Nice.
So she has
for
got
uptake.
So for uptake. So she's got seeds that she's registered now that she owns. So what that means is that it's her type of crop that guarantees the output. So in most cases, I'm not a farmer, right? And farmers will correct me. But what I learned from that moment was you don't plant spinach. We don't all plant the same spinach. A certain type of seed registered in a certain way develops a certain type of crop. That's how you deliver the right sort of output every single time. It's systemized. So she won that challenge. Another one is an amazing entrepreneur, and I got a lot of flack for this, but it was operating from Mkukwini, Alex. It was making 500,000 rand a month, man.
What is that?
500, selling quarters.
Pause. You're speaking fast, and you're speaking English, and maybe these people don't understand English. Did you guys hear what he said? He said, there's someone who was operating from a shack in Alex. Now, I grew up in Alex, right? And Tembisa, of course, but Alex, that the person was making 500,000 rands a month from a shack. Okay, continue. I think you guys didn't hear that.
And I'll give you guys context.
How much did the person make?
500, and I'll give you context.
No, wait, how much did the person make?
So they made 500.
Not 180.
Let me give you context, not 180. So let's do the right math.
500,000 rands a month.
Because I still remember the math of what we got out.
Sure.
500,000 rand a month on average. So
gross.
But no, let me give context. 500,000 rand a month on average. Their lowest month was 300,000 rand. Their highest month was 680. We looked at only that 12-month period. It was for an entry to a certain program. Now, when you average it out, it's 500,000 rand a month. Now, what you then do is that their net profit, which was the most astounding thing. So their net profit, which was the most astounding thing for me, was sitting at 47%. You get big businesses that can't hit 47%.
So that 500,000, they're looking at the region of 230
profit
a month.
That's their profit.